Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm Nova. If you're new here, welcome in, and if you're not, welcome back. Today, we're watching The Substance. This movie came out, I believe, September 20th of this year, I think. I saw the trailer a few months ago. You know, someone sent it to me, and we were watching trailers live on stream, and this was one of them. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, yep, that's totally up my alley. I'm watching it. And, today we're watching it. Originally, I wasn't going to make a video about this or on this. I was just gonna watch the movie leisurely, casually, you know, real chill. However, I ended up deciding that because I'm so passionate about that topic, the concept of the beauty standard and what it's like to try to achieve that, and that whole process, ageism, and all of that stuff, I like to think about it and talk about it a lot. So I thought, why not do a video on this? You know, why not? It just makes sense. So yeah, we're gonna watch The Substance today. I'm really excited. Actually, to prepare for the movie today, I did a few readings. I actually took some books out of my bookshelf. You can see behind my head right there. I read some books that I own that cover, you know, the beauty standard and how it works in society and how it could be really detrimental. But I am getting ahead of myself. We will talk about that after we watch the movie. If you end up liking the video, please give it a like and leave me a comment on what you thought about it. It really does mean the world to me because I put so much of my heart and so much effort into these videos. So yeah, it would just mean a lot if you did. Thank you so much for giving me your time and giving my videos a shot. And without further ado, let's get into it. Ew, is it moving? Ew. Okay. Oh, it's a little star thing. Oh, the star thing. I play Sims, and so I mean, I know this is like a real thing in real life, but I thought of Sims as soon as I saw this because like my Sim is a celebrity and they have a little star. Not talking about Sims here. Let's lock in. Elizabeth Sparkle. Oh, that's a cute name.
Elizabeth. Here, Elizabeth.
Okay, Elizabeth.
Here, we love you. Love you, Elizabeth.
Aw. Okay. Are they gonna slowly start disrespecting it? That's where my mind is going. Wow.
Remember her? She was in that movie,
Oh my God, they said remember her? Oh. Don't shit on it. Don't you dare. Okay, I thought the bird was gonna shit on it. Aw. Oh no. Aw. Quick question. Y'all like tomatoes in your burgers? Let me know in the comments.
Our lady.
Sparkle your life with Elizabeth. Okay, Elizabeth.
Get those knees up. You got it.
Aw, she looks cute.
You wanna look like a giant jellyfish on the beach?
Hey.
there, ladies, you
Hey.
got it.
Hey. Okay.
Woohoo.
Woohoo. Sparkle your life. Is this supposed to be younger her? Wait, no, that's her. Are they all her? She looks so different.
Happy birthday. Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's her birthday. Aw.
happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank
you.
Ah, man. I wonder how she feels about all those happy birthdays. That's a cute outfit, though. It is really cute.
Every fucking young girl in this fucking town in the next few weeks. Look, I'll make it simple. We need her young. We need her hot. We need her now. How the old bitch has been able to stick around for this long. That's the fucking mystery to me. Oh, Oscar winner, my ass. When was that? Back in the 30s? What? For King Kong?
Oh my God.
I don't give a fuck what we promised her. This is network TV, not a fucking charity.
Did you know that a woman's fertility starts to decrease about the age of 25?
How old is Jennifer? You better get busy.
I mean, I'm not really shocked. Like, you guys would be surprised at the shit that I've heard. So I guess I'm just disgusted, but I'm not really surprised at all by that. Aw, stop. I don't know if I could watch this. I feel so bad already. Like, Elizabeth.
It's like when you see someone fart on screen. People just love that. I mean, that's just the way it is.
You fucking freak.
So you're me. People are just people. And I have to give people what they want. And
Right.
people always ask for something new. Renewal, it's inevitable. And at 50, it stops.
What stops?
What?
What stops?
You know,
The what? Say it.
the
Ew.
Oh, George! Oh! I'm sorry, I gotta run.
I gotta say, the fucking gall, the audacity, the nerve. You eat like that, and you're saying everything you're saying. Oh, I have so much to say. I can't wait till we're done with the movie. I got so much to say. Man, and look at her. She's so elegant. Well, I know this movie's gonna piss me off. I'm angry. With Tooth Bright, you got it. Oh, girl, don't crash. Oh my God. Wait a minute, y'all. I got a hair in my eye, and I was gonna ignore it for a long time. I can't do that. It's obstructing my view. It's annoying me. Girl, get back there. Get back there. The bangs are growing. Okay, let's get back into it.
My wife is a huge fan. Oh, hey, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. I have to have a good,
Why is he serving face in the back? Like, what is he doing back there? Serving face like that? What are you doing?
One moment. There's just one last exam to perform.
Is he gonna give her the substance, like, against her will? He looked like he took the substance.
Is there a problem?
No, it's perfect. You're a good candidate. I wish you the best.
Did he give it to her in her jacket? I knew it. I knew it. The substance. It changed my life. I love her jacket.
Lizzie? Lizzie Sparkle? Oh my God, I can't believe it.
I don't know if she knows
Fred
you.
from 10th grade
Oh.
homeroom. You're still the most beautiful girl in the whole wide world. You know, I followed your career. What a success. I mean, why don't we go out maybe for a drink sometime now that we're, reconnected?
Oh.
Of course, I'm stupid. You're super busy.
But you know what? Why don't you give me your card? I mean, you never know.
Oh. No, you're not gonna do that. What the hell is wrong with you? Rewrite it. Nah, she's definitely not calling him. I'm really glad I read those books before watching this. Like, I'm making all sorts of connections right now. Thank you for all these years with us. You were amazing. They still fired her after the car accident. I thought they were gonna feel a little bad firing her after that car accident. They closed up on you were amazing.
Have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself? Younger, more beautiful, more perfect. The substance.
Ugh.
This is simply a better version of yourself. You just have to share. 1 week for one, and 1 week for the other. You are one. You can't escape from yourself.
Oh. Well, I had a feeling, I thought maybe not, but yeah, okay. Looking for youthful, vivacious, high energy women to be a part of a new. Oh, wow. Oh. You know how long it would have taken me to figure out that you had to scan a card there? I would just be pressing it like a little doorbell, like beep, 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 hello. Oh, ooh. I don't know. That's just like, this is giving me the heebie-jeebies. It's so bright in there. It's scary and it's clean compared to the rest of the place. And there you are. Food matrix, food other self. You activate only once. You stabilize every day. You switch every 7 days without exception. Remember, you are one. I don't think she's gonna want to stay as only one for too long. She might really love that matrix version of herself. Oh, I gotta blur that out too. See some buttons on the screen. Oh, Okay, there we go. Oh, I thought she would have to put it in her spine because like the dude was like touching her spine and stuff. Oh, I can't look at this. I'm scared of needles. Oh, I have to look away. Sorry, y'all. As soon as I hope it doesn't show it. If it does, I actually cannot look. I'm looking up. I'm looking. Stop it. Stop. I see it from the corner of my eye. Stop. Stop. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Oh. It's like a real phobia. I'm gonna have to force myself to look. Oh. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh. Her back is like moving. Oh. Oh god. Oh. What the hell is happening? This kind of looks like Love Island. I don't know. It just looks like the little intro thing. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. She's all like slippery, like a little newborn baby. Oh god. That must be so wicked. Oh yeah, her eyes change color. I thought they looked a little green to me, but they're blue. Oh, and the substance is in the eyes. So she's not even, she's barely terrified. She's just so excited to be in this new body of hers. Oh my god, they're showing everything. They are showing everything. But I get it, you know, she's been obsessing over her body and so now she has a new one. And I mean, she's having fun. Oh, gross. Oh, she has to stitch it together? She's no doctor. Oh, she's, oh. Ooh. Oh, so you have to feed the body to keep it alive or something? Like, how, I mean, how is she gonna get back in her own body? I don't get it. Y'all, give me 1 sec. I would like some chocolate milk. I'll be right back. I'm back. I have it. All right, let's, I like chocolate milk. Okay, let's get back into it. Sorry about that. Oh. You stabilize every day. Is that not tiring to do? My god. Oh god. Oh, she's got to put that in herself. Oh, Jesus. Damn, she's flexible. You know, I'm glad that they're making movies colorful again, man. Movies are always so bland looking.
We'll let you know by next week.
Thank you so
They didn't
much.
pick you, girl.
I'm just dying to get the part.
Bet her boobs aren't in the middle of her face instead of that nose.
Ew. Don't piss me off.
Looks like everything sure is in the right place this time.
Please say your name, age, measurements.
This feels like such a Black Mirror episode to me.
I'm Sue. Sue.
Where is she? Where is she?
Huh?
Sue.
What a gorgeous little angel. You're hired.
Ew.
We want a show that's just like you. Beautiful and happy. I'm gonna let you organize the rest with my assistant,
Isabella?
Who has time to say that? We're gonna make you Cindy. It's shorter.
What the hell?
I just have to mention a small scheduling issue. I have to be out of town every other week to take care of my mother, who's very sick.
Is he gonna be upset about that?
I want you for this show, and we will work around any mother, brother, fucking sick puppy you need to take care of. Hmm?
This movie just looks cool. Like, The sound, the shots. I feel like, I don't know, like it's camp, but not.
Perfect.
Oh my God, I heard this is like inspired by Charlie XCX, like that pose. Oh my God. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I need that. Oh, I need a robe that looks just like that. I need that. You switch every 7 days. Damn, she's gonna have to go back. Aw. You didn't even put some lip balm on your old body? Like, make her comfortable, you know, her skin is cracking. What the hell is that? Is that a motorcycle? Oh my God. Her back didn't even take care of her. Look at that. No painkillers, nothing. Oh, jeez. Watch her take better care of that body than her own.
Where have you been?
What do you mean?
We've all been wanting to have a drink with you for your departure. Anyway, we got you just a little something to keep you busy. My wife, she swears by it. Oh, I love my wife.
Right, I'm sure you do. What a dipshit. Oh my God. She X'd out all the days where she's herself. So she really just doesn't care what she does on those days. Aww. So she feels like her life isn't worth living if she's not Sue. That's what I'm getting from this.
The antelope and the deer moving about.
Oh, she's waiting. 2 more days. Oh my God. I feel a little bad. There she is. Is she gonna take that down? It's like she doesn't want a reminder of herself or something. What is she looking for? Like somewhere to hide the body? Oh, she's crazy. Wow, no way. Oh, this is depressing, man. She doesn't even want to look at that body if she doesn't have to be in it. That's how deep it runs. Oh, man. She's like, I need somewhere to put that body. I don't want to look at it all the time. Oh.
Sorry. I thought that Miss Sparkle...
She moved out.
No way.
You wanted to complain about something, Oliver?
What?
What?
No. No. I think it's, like, awesome when there's stuff going on in the building, you know what I mean? I'm actually quite handy.
Right.
Got a big hammer.
Ah!
You know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
So you know where to find me. Anytime. Day or night. Later.
Oh, man. They're staring at each other. Okay, where's the little thing she did? Oh, does it open? Oh, wow. Damn, she's really handy. Aw, this is so sad. She doesn't even want to look at her body. I can understand it to an extent. Like, I would feel, I think, some sort of, like, guilt that I did this. But I don't think she's doing it out of guilt. I think she just doesn't want to be reminded that that is her body. You know, that's her. Yeah, she just doesn't want any reminders. Okay. I can understand. Like, she did this so she wants to enjoy looking that way and not being reminded of this body that she wasn't exactly proud of and happy with, but it's still sad.
Hi, everybody.
I'm Sue.
And it's time to pump it up.
Okay. Okay. I can't act like you didn't just lock your old body up behind your bathroom wall. I'm sorry. Like I don't know if we're gonna get past that.
I'll see you next week. And in the meantime, take care of yourself.
Real interesting. You're not taking care of yourself. Your body's naked and cold at home, girl. Aww. All this praise that she gets, and she never got any of that in her old body. I know it must not feel good, like deep down inside. Like, yeah, she's enjoying this, but I'm sure deep down or later on she's gonna think about, or maybe she's not thinking about that at all right now. Maybe she's just enjoying herself. Is that all she wants to do in her young body though? Like, is there anything else other than like the camera? Maybe, I don't know, other things. Ooh, what's this?
I won't be out late, so just wait for me.
Oh, she's cutting it close.
Don't eat too fast.
Oh no, she's about to get a nosebleed. Where is she going? She looks good. I want to feel happy for her, like, yay, she's having fun, yay. But then, you know, my gosh, she needs to get back soon. Oh, she got home, she got home. Okay, so she's gonna fuck somebody. I hope this doesn't go bad for her. Oh. Oh, you need to get back there. She's starving. That's it. Oh.
Are you alright?
Oh, shit.
Yes, I'll be right back.
She needs to tell him to go home. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. All that blood. Every 7 days, girl. Without exception. Oh, no. Come on, don't do that. She's about to fuck everything up for herself for sure. Oh, no.
What did you do? You seem even more beautiful than before.
Why would he say that? Oh my God. No way! Was that a nightmare? What the hell happened? Is he sleep? Did he sleep over? Too drunk to take the bike home. Keep an eye on her. Troy. What was that? Oh my God. It was because she, oh my God, it was because she did that yesterday. Oh, her body is rotting or something. Wait, it's not rotting. Is she just aging? Is that like her finger getting older or something? Every 7 days without exception, lady.
There's been a slight misuse of the substance. A few extra hours were accidentally used, causing an alteration.
What has been used on one side is lost on the other side.
Oh.
There's no going back.
No, I don't know what she was thinking. And obviously, she was drunk.
Remember, there is no she.
It's
and
you are one.
You are one. Respect the balance, and you won't have any more inconveniences.
He said, don't call me, girl. I told you the directions. You didn't follow the directions. Not my problem. Hey. Damn. Is it that guy?
Sue!
This guy. Leave her alone.
I saw you on TV. Holy moly.
Ew. That laugh. What a freak. Leave her alone, man.
What about a drink at my place tonight? Come on, don't be shy. I see you standing behind the door there, gorgeous. All right, take your time, but it's a date. You know, bump it up. Got to pump it up.
I'm sorry. The delusion. Don't even get me started. The delusion. I got a feeling that that time where she took more time than she should have, I feel like she's gonna do it again. Get that box and go. Get that box and go. Hurry. What is that?
It's long, isn't it? 7 days.
You see, I thought that was, so that's him. Oh, wow. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we know that's him.
I was just curious to find out how things were going for you. Each time you feel a little more lonely. It gets harder each time to remember that you still deserve to exist.
Aww.
That this part of yourself is still worth something that you still matter.
Why did he give it to her then?
Has she started yet eating away at you?
I guess it's happened to him too. I'm speechless right now. Why did he give it to her then if he knew it was terrible? Misery loves company.
Watch out!
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We're gonna see it now. What an asshole.
What? Hey! Move!
What a dick. Wasn't that what she saw in like that dream or vision? Somebody on a motorcycle? Is she gonna...
You're still the most
yeah.
beautiful girl in the whole wide world.
You don't like him, so don't do that.
Hi, Fred. It's Lizzie.
Sorry, I'm in shock.
Oh.
Wow. Wow, wow.
I will see you tonight.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know, because on one hand, right, like she's finding somebody who sees the beauty in her regardless of her age. You know, he's like saying that, wow, you're still the most beautiful person in the world. But she wasn't really interested in him. And I don't know how I feel about like settling for someone because they are the ones that will give you like that attention and that love, even though they're not somebody you would go for. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if she's changed her mind or if I don't really know, but I'm not a fan of that. So I guess we'll see where this goes. She could just get a little cast or something around her finger. Oh, she looks nice. Oh, okay. There we go. That's good. That's good. Aw. I think she's starting to compare herself to her other version. Nah, don't do that. You look so nice. Aw. No, you're overthinking it. You look so nice. Stop. You're gonna be late. You look very cute. No, don't look at it. Don't look at the board. Don't look at the board. You have a date soon. No. No. Aw, no. No, you look so elegant. You don't have to do that. This is making me so sad. Oh, okay. Do not look at the thing again. Don't look. Don't. Ooh. Y'all ever done this before? Oh. Oh, she didn't go. Aw. Damn, chill out. I personally have never done all that, but I'm not gonna lie, there have been times where like my makeup came out so bad and I was like, you know what? You know what? Take a wipe and I don't know if I do all of that, but I can relate to on some level, and I feel bad.
Contract. Head between your legs.
Oh my God. Ew, what is that? Ew. You're gonna pull it out of your fucking... Pull it out! I can't take this anymore. Is that a chicken bone?
That is why we have decided that we want you to host the New Year's Eve show.
Wait, but is that a week she can be there for? Oh my God, is she gonna take more of her? Oh wow, she's really just taking whatever she wants. Damn, she doesn't see herself as worthy. Like, look at that. Come on. Ugh, I know people who love the pimple watching videos. Love that. Look at that. That's for you. Oh, she's a lot older, huh? Oh my. Oh. Okay, so parts of her body are aging really quickly.
She didn't respect the balance. She's a selfish bitch.
Would you like to stop?
Will it go back to the way it was before?
Nope.
What has been transferred won't come back.
She just...
Okay, it said, remember, you are one.
Balance just needs to be respected.
So respect it.
Stop it. it.
Oh man, I feel terrible for her. Oh Jesus! Stop it now!
Star of the moment. Sue, are you ready? Everyone is aware that you replaced Elizabeth Sparks.
Damn.
Were you a fan of her show?
Well, I can't,
No
I
way.
can't really say that I actually
Watched it?
her show.
Wow.
You do know
Wow.
that we're not exactly from the same generation. And Jurassic Fitness. Right?
Oh.
Fitness. It needed a change.
I'm like so speechless. I'm sorry.
Would you share one of your little beauty secrets with us?
I guess, why don't we just show them right here? Here's your little beauty
Ooh.
secret.
And to always remember to lead with my heart.
Okay. That's smart. Honestly, yeah. You don't want to see that.
I try to be myself. Stop it. Stop it. You're taking it from me. That's your little secret.
Oop. Aw.
Stop it. Stuff to
Control yourself!
Oh. Oh. Oh my.
Oh. Gross.
Old, fat, disgusting.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Stop stabbing it like that. My God. 3 months late. Oh no. Well, she looks nice. Break a leg. They are going to love you. Who's that? That her new boo? Okay.
Coming to bed?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, she covered her up. She said, I don't want to look at you anymore. Oh, there's nothing left. You bled her dry. You bled her fucking dry.
Yes,
Hi, this is an emergency. There's no more stabilizer fluid.
it means you've reached the end.
What do you mean the end?
You've drained it all out. If you want more, you must let the fluid regenerate.
You gotta go back.
You simply have to switch. There is no other option.
Holy shit. Oh God, is he gonna see her?
Babe?
Babe? You better go check on her. Oh my
Stressed out about tomorrow?
God. Oh my God. Stop, don't open the door. Oh, don't open the door.
Hey. So you open the door.
Why the hell would you show me his ass like that? What the fuck? Oh my God. Look what you did.
Open the door. What the fuck?
the fuck out.
Who's this? Who the fuck is this?
Leave me alone.
Oh. Oh my God, he's really gonna leave. He really don't give a fuck about her. Wow, like he wasn't scared for his girl. Oh my God. Oh, her back. Oh, that just gives me back pain looking at that. I just want to straighten it up. Push it down a little. I know he's tired of hearing from her.
503.
Once you stop, you can't go back.
I want to stop. I want to fucking stop. I want to stop.
We'll deliver.
I don't, you know what? She's stronger than me. I don't know if I would I think I would have maybe tried, I don't know, in some universe where I was curious, would try it. But then after she took my finger, I'm out of there. We're done. We're done. But if I were at this point already, it's not even that she's just old, right? Because if she was just older, that's fine. But now she's I don't even know if she's human anymore.
Sue, I was...
Thank God. This fucking guy. Oh, that kind of looks fun. Well, not that part. Not the part where she hit her head 3 times, but kind of wee. We are sorry you didn't appreciate your experience with the substance.
Are you sure? Once you stop, you can't go back. On your
She's doing it. She's doing it. You mentioned she gets up and starts fighting back. I'm scared. Don't wake up. Don't. Those eyes are gonna open. Stop. I'm scared. Oh, she's not gonna put the whole thing? You gotta do it at this point.
Come on.
Well, you just killed her, so well. Are they both living at the same time? Did she separate them? They're no longer one anymore. Oh, it's getting scary. She was like, you tried to kill me. What the hell? Holy shit. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, she's fucking strong. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, what a bitch. Wow. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I hate gore. I can't look at the blood. I can't. Jesus Christ. Oh. She's still fucking alive? Oh my God. Blood all over the carpet. Be careful with that carpet. What kind of movie is this? Okay, we get it. We get it. You hate the old part of you. You hate it. You hate it. We got it. You don't respect it or love it. I understand. I got the image. I get it. Wait, did she like get back into herself? Well, you'd think she'd be happy now. Like now she never has to go back. How are you gonna explain this? Who's gonna clean this up? Aw, she looks nice. What's your favorite holiday, by the way, y'all? Mine is actually New Year's Eve. I don't know, it feels like a new beginning. Jesus. I kind of want to wear a dress like that, all poofy. Is that a tooth? No fucking way it's a tooth. Open the palm. Open it. Actually, wisdom teeth are that fucking big. I have a picture from when I got them all out. They're huge. They're like this and they're so... No! Oh my God, what is she gonna do about that? Oh my God, is she gonna pull them all out? Ew. Oh, I can't look at this. I can't watch. Sorry, I can't look at it. Oh, I can see it from my... Okay, I can see it from here on this monitor. I just can't. What is she gonna do?
They have been dying.
Ew, look how they're looking at her.
So smile.
Oh, that's all. I've seen this gif of her smile and she doesn't have teeth, so she can't do that. Oh my God, stop. Do not show me her nail coming off. Stop. I know I have to watch. I know, but that's disgusting. What is that? Okay, I mean, you know, it looks really fake, so that's fine. But that nail looked really real. Can't you see she's going through something? Shut the hell up. Single use, discard after use.
Better version of myself. Please give me a better version of myself, please.
Oh no, not a better version of the better version of you. I'm scared of what that'll look like. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. Wait, is that the old her? Like the original her? Oh, fuck. Oh, I realized what it just said. It said Monstro Ellie Sue, like Elizabeth Sue. Oh, is she putting on the dress to go do this thing? Girl, stay home. Hang it up. Like, What are you doing? Aw, I feel so bad. You just stuck it in there, huh? Ooh, stuck it in that little hole there. Okay. Dangle. All right. Okay. Okay. A little dangle, a little gem action. Okay. And now we're working with something. No. Oh, 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 you're gonna burn it off. Oh, you're gonna burn it off. Oh, oh, be careful. Oh, be careful. Oh, be careful. Oh, be careful. Oh, oh. Oh, you burnt it off. This makes me feel so sad. Oh, God. Oh, that's disturbing. Okay, Joker. On air? They're showing titties on air? Does anybody see her? Am I... Oh, I'm so happy to be with you tonight. Okay. Is she gonna give birth now? What is happening? Ew, God, is that a titty? That's a nipple. Ow! This is so depressing. What the fuck? Oh my God. Splatter. Oh, you know, I didn't want her to die, but like I do want her to be at peace, and like this is no way to live. Jesus. Oh, it's just her face. It's her face. Oh, and a star you are, girl. Look at you go.
We love you. You're irreplaceable.
Okay. Oh, all right. Somebody gonna clean that. Okay, good. At least he stepped over it, you know? He didn't step on it. Okay. Okay. Well, give me a second. I have to get a painkiller because I've had a headache, and the only reason I didn't get a painkiller this entire time was because I was like, I don't want to pause the movie. I already left to go get some chocolate milk. Okay, I'm back. I actually I don't even... Okay, first of all, that was not what I expected. I knew it was gonna be like a little weird, but not like that. So when I watched the trailer, obviously it doesn't show you all of that stuff. And I'm glad that it doesn't, because I think if it did, it would just give way too much away about where the story was going and what kind of stuff the substance does to you. I think I was just so taken aback. Like I knew that this movie was going to explore like a lack of self-love and, you know, love in relation to beauty and just like not really being your biggest fan, especially as you age, and how that's reliant on the rest of the world as well. Yeah, I think it was such a, I don't even know if camp is the word for that. I don't think camp is the word. So somebody had told me that the movie's kind of camp, right? And I don't really know how to explain camp. I'm gonna try to find a definition and put it up on the screen. The best way that I can describe it, the best way that I can describe something that's camp is kind of like ahead of its time, a little weird, eccentric. Like, for example, the movie Hoodwinked. I think a lot of people would agree that that movie is kind of camp. What's that movie where that girl, she has glasses and she's like, I'm a star? I forget the name of the movie, but it's kind of camp to me. It's like a little weird, but like kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but this movie to me is not camp. I gotta take that in. Just give me a second. I gotta take that in. That was crazy. Well, first, I liked how wild it was. I mean, I feel like the movie, and purposefully so, feels like you're injecting yourself with something like that rush, you know, the song whenever something was happening right after she would inject herself, like it just always felt like some sort of like rush. Feels like kind of like adrenaline, you know? Another movie that feels similarly but not in the same way is Challengers. I left the movie theater after watching Challengers and I felt like I could be anyone at anything. I have never seen anything like this, I think. So the way that I usually like rate the movies that I watch on this channel, I say whether I'm glad I watched something or if I could have gone without watching it. Though I am glad I watched it, I think a lot of the themes that come up are things that I already think about all the time. The lens that we are seeing this topic through, I've already maybe not experienced it because I'm not older, but I've thought about it at great length. I definitely thought it was like weird, new, interesting. And I think that it is a really good movie to watch if you're kind of new to that stuff. Like maybe I mean, most women are not new to feeling like they could always be a better version of themselves, or they could maybe put a little bit more blush on, a little bit more lipstick on, and maybe get to a version of themselves that they like. Like we're not new to that. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but maybe there's not too much self-awareness going on. Like maybe they don't realize how problematic that can be for you. Or maybe they do, you know, it's good for anybody, but I think especially good for people who just haven't really looked in the mirror. And I don't mean at their reflection, like I'm talking like inside. It's another movie, you know, just like Hereditary, where I feel like I would have to watch it again. If you want my reaction, it's up. I am really proud of that video. So yeah, if you want to see what I had to say about it, I highly recommend it. And I'm not just saying that. I think it's my best videos. Is it my best video so far? Hereditary and Interstellar were pretty kick-ass. So if you want to see either of those, they're up. I won't, you know, spoil it for you. But I did say for Hereditary, I felt like I had to watch it again. And while I don't think I missed any plot points for this movie, I do think that there were just a lot of like mirrored shots that I feel like I could have picked up on. In the beginning, like she like turns on the water and the drain has a lot of little holes in it. You know, it looks like a drain, but they zoomed in on it in a way where I'm like, and then multiple times throughout the movie, there are a lot of shots of like different eyes, multiple eyes, or like the eggs splitting apart. And I don't know. I know that the palm trees, there's something going on with that. Not like a serious plot point to that, but I don't really know what it's supposed to symbolize. I do think sometimes things did not have to be said. I believe that in movies, in books, you don't have to tell. You should show. You know, you could tell sometimes, right? But most of the time you want to show. For example, the one example that I can pull that really sticks out to me is when she sat down at that diner and she starts talking to the guy that gave her the substance. And he was just like, oh, like has she started like taking from you, which is fine because I was like, oh, I guess that happens to him too. But then he starts talking about like every day gets lonely and you start to feel like you're not even worth love, which is I felt, and I'm being super nitpicky, but I was like, I already knew that. I don't know. When you kind of tell the audience like what you're trying to, you're already showing it to me. You don't have to tell me because it kind of makes me feel like you think like I couldn't get it on my own. But yeah, I think this movie, it's kind of clear what they're trying to tell you. You know, you go out of your way to chase youth and like this unattainable status of like perfection, and you end up just tearing yourself apart in the process. And you become just like a sum of your body parts, the same way that they were talking to her in the audition room. Oh, well, okay, so they were speaking badly about the nose of the first audition girl, and then they said like, oh, you know, like this girl has all the parts in the right places. And then there's a scene in sort of the beginning as well where her manager calling his assistant by a different name. So like this girl is not even like, he won't even bother saying her name because the name is like too long or something. I don't know. And so throughout the movie, it's mostly men who are reducing Eliza Sue, we're going to call her that, Eliza Sue, to what she looks like, her beauty. And that's why she goes throughout the film feeling very unloved, because people do not appreciate her unless she is beautiful. She is an object to objectify, to everyone around her. And of course, you know, when she's going down the hallway and there's that scene where they're clapping for her, there are women in that line and they're like, you're so beautiful, right? But for the most part, it's guys. She's at the diner and she gets her order taken by a woman and she's smiling at her. The woman is smiling. She takes her order. Very nice. But then there's other moments where her neighbor is ready to yell at her because he doesn't see her as somebody who maybe like has feelings and would feel hurt that she's being yelled at. He doesn't care. He only takes that maybe into consideration when he sees that the girl who opens up the door is a young, beautiful woman. Because at this point now, one, she's beautiful, so now she's of value to him. And two, now there's like self-interest at play. There's like, oh, now I want to be nice to her because, not because she's like a person and she deserves kindness, regardless of if she's somebody I find attractive or not, but rather I'm going to be kind to her because maybe it can get me somewhere. That happens for sure in real life. And so, or with the guy who sleeps with her, right, as she's young, he doesn't know that that's Sue, but she's now Elizabeth, and he yells at her and is really like mean. And in case you guys think that that's like a drastic, like they're like, no way, there's no way people are that rude to you when you don't look nice. One time I was going into a corner store. I live in New York. I was going to a corner store. I forgot what I was going to get, but I remember being done up. You know, I was done up. And the guy was so nice to me and he even gave me something for free. But like, he was really nice to me. And I will admit that, you know, when you find somebody attractive and you work as a service worker or something, you know, you sweeten the deal, you add a little something. But I come back another day and I am here to show you, I do not wear, I don't wear like face makeup, so it's not like I looked incredibly different, right? So he should be able to tell that it's me. I wear like stuff under my eyes and that's it. Like there's nothing else. So you would think this man remembers my face. This man gave me the stankest attitude, didn't even look me in the eye. I am not here expecting special treatment. I'm not expecting free stuff. This is not the case that I'm trying to make. It's more of like the drastic change that you go from like smiling at me, being really nice to me because I am done up and looking a certain way. And then when I'm not done up, right? And it's not like you don't remember. I mean, I would think he'd remember me. Now that I am not done up, I am not worthy of like kindness. I'm not worthy of even you looking me in the eye. It was like, I was like, oh, okay. And throughout the whole movie, she is chasing a version of herself that will make people love her, respect her. She worked for these people forever and they just like let her go regardless of the agreement that they had with her. So they don't respect her time. They don't respect that they agreed with something on her, but then they just let her go and they just treated her like nothing. But then when she came back as Sue was like, hey, I literally can't be here every other week. Like I have to leave every other week to take care of my mom. And he was basically like, we don't give a fuck. Like we want you so badly. We will put up with anything. This girl doesn't have prior experience. This girl came out of nowhere and they don't care because she's beautiful and young. And that is what sells for them. And so they're willing to compromise for this girl that they don't know anything about and they are not close to nothing. And they refuse to give that respect and that kindness to Elizabeth, even though she's been there for a long time. And I think she won an Oscar, they said. I mean, look where she lives. Like clearly she has made a way for herself. She has like a little star on the path. So regardless of her achievements, regardless of her dedication to that job, regardless of everything she's given of herself to these people, to that job, they still will not treat her accordingly because she is no longer useful to them. She's no longer beautiful to look at. And before somebody says, well, that's a job, they did not even treat her respectfully. They just kind of like let her go. And it sucked. It sucked to see. There's no her comparing herself to really anybody except for Sue. When she's about to go on a date with that guy. And at first she gets ready in this beautiful dress and she, does her makeup. She's fine with the way she looks. She's chilling. And then she sees a glimpse of Sue, and that is enough to get her to kind of lose it and go back to trying to fix herself, until she no longer wants to even go out anymore. Now, I'm not going to sit here and talk about every single like moment of insecurity I've ever had. I'm not going to do that. But I will say that I have had moments where I either in college, I did not go to class, or I did not go out and do something that I was going to do because I did not feel like I looked good enough. And I always thought that that was normal, right? Like that's normal. Like, you know, you don't feel your best, you don't feel like you look good, so you're going to miss out on life because of it. And I kind of thought that was normal until I read this book, because I did not read it from the point of view of somebody who is speaking to women who feel this way and how she is shocked that this is like a thing. To wrap up like the movie talk, I enjoyed it, and I think it's really important for people to see how self-destructive it can be to consistently chase a version of you that's quote unquote better, because you're always going to kind of feel that way. You're always going to feel that way. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's get into discussion. So, and again, I did not read all of each book. I read 100 pages of one and 40 pages of the other. I got really distracted because of the election, girl. So I could not finish either book. But Beauty Sick was published in 2017, I believe. And then Beauty Myth was published in 1991. So a 26-year gap. So this movie kind of like brings forth a question. The beauty standard, is it attainable? Is it healthy? Should you strive for that kind of thing? And obviously you're going to be like, well, no, but why not? And I kind of want to talk about it, and I want to reference the books and all that. So let's get into it. So Naomi Wolf, the author of Beauty Myth, says in the first chapter that our assumptions of like what the beauty standard looked like only can date back as far as the 1830s, because that's when we started to be able to see like what women look like at the time, or what they should look like at the time, being printed on fashion plates, daguerreotypes, tintypes, those kind of things. So before that, we don't really know what the beauty standard looked like, but as we all know, the beauty standard's always shifting and changing. But there are two things that have almost always been a part of the beauty standard, and that is youth and being thin. In Beauty Sick, Renee Engeln spreads like little anecdotes throughout the book from people she has interviewed about how they feel about their bodies and the way that they look. She makes a great point in saying that even when it was like cool to be thick, that really it was like thick in specific places. So your butt, your boobs, maybe like a little bit around here, but you were always expected to keep your tummy flat and your face thin. So yes, the beauty ideal is always changing and it's never solidified, but I think it's safe to say that thin is almost always the constant. And youth. Actually, she interviewed somebody in the book who goes by the pseudonym Rebecca, and Rebecca said that in her early years in life, she worried about her weight and her size. But as she's grown older, you know, she's gotten over that, but now has changed from worrying about that to worrying about her age. She's kind of like giving up one method of torment for another, basically. I mean, it's no secret that people highly value youth. I mean, there's like so many products that not only cover up wrinkles, but prevent them entirely, or claim to. I mean, it's not even in just the products that we use, it's in social norms. For example, it is seen as rude to ask a woman her age. And I used to avoid the question because I'm not gonna lie, like I was a bit insecure about my age. And I'm still in my 20s. Like I would be so insecure about my age. And I have tried to stop avoiding answering that question, because the more that we avoid answering a simple question like, hey, how old are you? The more we feed into the narrative that women should not be aging, that it's like unnatural or bad, or like you should be ashamed of that. And I don't think that's healthy, you know? Back to the point, youth and beauty are linked. I mean, Kim Kardashian doesn't even smile because she doesn't want to get smile lines. Like the woman literally refuses to have a good time because she doesn't want to look a little bit older. Kim's mom herself drastically filters her photos. Actually, oh my God, Lindsay Lohan is in a new movie and I realized immediately that they put a filter over her face. Now, I don't know if that's her decision or theirs, you know, if it's her decision and that's how she feels better. By all means, you know, do what you want to do. But it's interesting because like you're putting a filter over her face in a movie. Speaking of Lindsay Lohan, in the movie where she switches places with her mom, Freaky Friday, the first thing she says when she is in her mom's body, she's like, "I'm old." So it is no secret that people feel very not happy about aging. And when you're seeing media like that, I mean, you yourself are not going to feel that great about aging, yeah? You're watching a movie where they're saying basically the worst thing you can be is older, and it creates this sense of shame about something that is natural. It happens to everybody. And I think the reason why we are so scared of aging is because we know that people treat older people like shit. They infantilize them. I hear that older people just aren't really used to compliments that much, which is really sad, you know? So the older you get, the less people just pay attention to you. But I don't blame Kris Jenner for using filters on her photos or Lindsay Lohan having a filter over her face in movies because it's not really their fault. Aging is seen like the end of the world by a lot of people. Women dye their hair so that their grays don't show. They hide their age from people. I actually have a family member who lies about her age consistently. And I've tried to have a conversation with her where like, well, one, you don't even look that age, right? So, and not that that's a problem, but you know, you have to have this conversation where they're willing to have it. If I try to start it with, there's nothing wrong with being your age because like it's normal, and men most times, unless they're trying to like score with somebody a lot younger, they don't typically lie about their age. So you shouldn't, but you know, she's not going to listen if I say that. So I just say, well, you don't look that age, so I don't think you really need to lie. But she will not budge. So they hide their age. And I don't know if you guys remember this whole trend on TikTok where millennials were saying that they looked younger than Gen Z. And it's one thing if you know yourself that you look younger than younger people, right? Like, but it's a whole other thing to start this trend where all of you are saying that you look younger than Gen Zs, almost kind of bashing younger people. And I do think that that stems from a place of insecurity. And I'm 27, so like I'm on I think I would have to be 2 years older maybe to count as millennial. So I'm like right at the edge of Gen Z. So it's not like I feel like this sort of offense when I saw that trend. I just kind of thought about where that stems from. Like, where does that come from? Why do you feel like you have to make these videos? And I think it's because I think there's this inner shame about aging, and that's not their fault at all. This comes from comments all over. For example, I stream on Twitch. So I stream over there and I have people watching me from all like ages, from like 17, 18 years old all the way to 40. So, but I'll have people come in and be like, Nova, I just turned 21. I feel so old. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And I'm here like, who made you feel like that? When they say these things, I'm just wondering what has made them feel that way? What has made them feel that way? And I think it starts from when you're really young. I think as soon as you're able to have conversations with adults, at least like semi-meaningful ones, you know, they start to tell you to make sure you enjoy your youth because adulthood sucks. They say this very much all of the time. And it's put some sort of pressure, like the older you get, the less enjoyment you will get out of life. And I'm not here to lie to you. You know, when you're young, things are fun, but I think I know why. When you're young, you're experiencing a lot of new things for the first time, and all of these new experiences before you form your frontal lobe, I think feels like a roller coaster and sort of like a rush and really fun and new. And that's why youth is so appealing, because not only is everything new, but you are discovering the world through fresh eyes. Wolf says that aging in women is quote unquote unbeautiful, since women grow more powerful with time, and since the links between generations of women must always be newly broken. Older women fear younger ones, young women fear old, and the beauty myth truncates for all the female lifespan. And then she continues and says, most urgently, women's identity must be premised upon our beauty. so that we will remain vulnerable to outside approval, carrying the vital sensitive organ of self-esteem exposed to the air. Elgin from Beauty Sick says that she can't even count how many times young women have said to her in reference to their age and looks, what if this is the best that it gets? They're constantly worried that what if the way that they currently look is the best that they will ever look. And I am not going to lie, I have had those thoughts as well. I feel like saying that you've not had those thoughts, you might be either lying to yourself or you are the most confident person on earth, period. I love that for you. She says beauty sickness, that's what she calls it. Beauty sickness being always feeling like you'll never be pretty enough, or like consistently being very obsessed with how you look. She says that it not only has the power to make you feel awful about how you physically look, but it doubles down by adding the fear of aging to that. Elgin talks about something called body monitoring, and if I remember correctly, it is being always aware of like how you look at any given time. So you like thinking like, oh my God, is my posture right? Is my hair okay? Like always thinking about that all of the time. Or you're fixing like your shirt, you know, and doing this all of the time can take away so much time from your life because you're always doing that. And she talks about how if you didn't do that all of the time, how much not only you could accomplish, but how well you can do it as well. We body monitor because from a very young age, we learn that others are constantly watching us. One interviewee in the Beauty Sick book says that despite her being an identical twin, she always felt she was the uglier twin because her family referred to her as the big twin. Another interviewee recalls one day she was wearing a dress on her way to be out with her boyfriend. I think they were walking next to each other actually, and a construction worker catcalled her and made a comment about her rear. And at the time, she was very insecure about the way that her rear looked. And she went from really happy in the way that she looked and to feeling kind of like weird now that somebody had made a comment. So I thought that this was also a normal thing, that when you went out, you were constantly thinking about the way that other people see you. And when I read this, I was like, oh, this is like an awful way to live. But this is not something that we chose. This is kind of like something that we are kind of forced to do. When people are consistently making comments about the way that you look, you kind of start to worry about the way that you look. So the twin that we were just talking about, she said that she started being more aware of her body because before she even got into junior high school, she started getting really weird looks from men. So she was basically like 10 or 11, which is crazy. So, and it's crazy, but it's not that insane because I think I started getting comments when I was like 13 years old, which is just crazy. Like men old enough to be my father would say really awful things. And it started making her feel weird. You know, it's weird to go from like a child who nobody is really looking at like that to now your body is developing and people are giving you weird looks. And so now she's hyper aware of the way that she dresses and the way that she presents outside. Because it's making her uncomfortable. So to combat that, she wears boy clothes as long as she possibly can before, you know, her body starts to fully develop. And you know, it did allow her some peace for some time. But when she started playing sports with other boys, they would purposely fall on top of her. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever been at a party and a guy is trying to get past you and he'll like touch your shoulder or touch your waist when he really does not have to. And imagine this girl at like 11, 12 years old playing sports with boys and they're doing this, and it just made her very confused. And she then started to be hyper aware of how she presented and how she looked. Elgin asked a 7-year-old girl named Lay whether it was important to be pretty or not. And Lay responded, well, if you are, you get more praise. And I have an example that's pretty recent. And before I say this, I just want to say, you know, these comments are appreciated and they can be very sweet, but I get this like hollow feeling in my stomach and in my heart when I spend a work day and a half to recording these videos and putting effort into research, or you know, commentary, the footnotes. The editing takes forever. The movie can be 2 hours, the footage can be 3 hours, 4 hours. It will take me forever to edit because I'm going through the footage multiple times. So it takes me all of this work, all of this effort, and I do it because I really love movies and I put my heart into it. And I get this hollow feeling when I get comments that are just strictly about how I look. It's just like, wow, I can't wait to hear. And again, these are not all comments, right? Like some people will actually point out like, wow, you did your thing editing this video. Like I can notice that, or I really like the connections you make. You're really smart when you do these things. Those comments are my favorite comments. Those comments are lovely, right? But then there's some people who will watch a whole 1 hour video and then will say something about the hair on my head or the lips on my face. It's not everyone, but it is a large enough quantity that is just noticeable, and it'll just, it just feels unfulfilling when people, only have that to say. I get comments where people are like, hey, I really like this video. I liked what you said at this point. Da, da, da. By the way, your hair looks nice. Totally fine. But it's the ones where they're just like, hey, I watched this full video and all I have to say is that you look pretty. And so this young 7-year-old girl that Elgin interviewed just knew from a very young age that when you are pretty, that's when you get praise. Elgin says that beauty sickness tends to steal women's time, energy, and money, moving us further away from the people we want to be and the lives that we want to live. It keeps us facing the mirror instead of facing the world. She ends up interviewing a high school student who goes by the pseudonym name Artemis. Actually, all of these girls are going by pseudonyms, so if I say that they're named like Lay or Anne or whatever, these are fake names to protect their identities. But anyways, she speaks to this girl named Artemis. And Artemis says that before she can focus on other aspects of her life, so her hobbies and projects that she wants to pursue and her dreams, she first has to be thin and pretty. So before she can really enjoy her life and put herself out there, she first wants to feel pretty. I felt that before I could write my books or make these videos or really pour myself into my hobbies, my interests, projects that my dreams, I feel like I have to look like a version of myself that I am fully happy with. I have to be fully happy with the way that I look to do this stuff. And I guess, Elgin says that the beauty sickness occupies too much of your mind. And when that's kind of distracting you from everything else and it's just like eating at you all the time, you're not able to focus on other things. So if you could stop thinking about the beauty standard and what it'll take to achieve it, then you can focus and live your life. Kind of like in the movie, Elizabeth is only ever really living her life when she's that young version of herself. But otherwise, she's kind of sitting around and waiting to have that version. Instead of like doing other things that could possibly make her happy or fulfill her in some way. The beauty standard is impossible to reach. Most of us will never be 100% happy with the way that we look until we accept that the beauty standard is just not something that we can attain. And that doesn't really have much to do with the way that we look, but rather how we compare ourselves to others and how we need to fix every little thing that we find wrong with us. I'm not here telling you it's impossible to look better. I'm not that person that says like, you look in the mirror and you just have to love what you see, and that I'm also not here to like bullshit you. If there's something about yourself that you don't like and you can change it. And that's, if it will make you happy, that's fine. I think what this book is trying to say is like for people who are always finding something wrong. Oh, maybe if I get new clothes, then I will look cooler and I will definitely be happy. And then you get those new clothes. And then once you get the new clothes, you're like, oh, like, maybe I just need to like do my hair differently and maybe like go to the gym and then I'll be happy. And then you go to the gym, you get your hair differently, you lose some weight, whatever. Then after that, you're like, oh, but then there's this other thing about myself that I don't really like my pores or whatever. And then you focus on that and it's a vicious cycle. And if you are continuing on that cycle, you're never going to, it is never ending. Side note, I don't know if it's exactly related. It kind of is. A few years ago, in my early 20s, I stopped using face filters because I started to feel that I was only loving that version of myself, kind of like The Substance, but not exactly, where I was only happy with the version of myself that I saw through this filter. And so every photo that I took was through this filter. And eventually I started to feel like, I love photography and I love capturing moments, but why is every moment that I capture not like this raw moment? I'm serious. I was like thinking one day I'm going to want to see what I actually look like. When we get older, like in our 50s, 60s, 70s, we're going to wish that we could see ourselves for who we actually were and what we look like. And I just imagined an older me being very disappointed that every photo I had was of a version of me that never even existed. And I felt so sad at the thought. And I actually cold turkey, I was like, girl, we are taking regular pictures from now on. Now, this is in no way to shame people who are using filters. For me personally, I was just like, as much as I like what I look like in that filter, it's not real. And if I'm ever going to be happy, I need to be happy with what's real. Now, do I use a little filter? Maybe like once or twice a year. I like a cute filter. And there's nothing wrong with that. But my pictures are like, they're me. And it was the beginning of the path to self-acceptance and also self-love. I would like to reference a song that perfectly puts what I'm saying into just a few words, and it is Pretty Isn't Pretty by Olivia Rodrigo. If you have not heard it, I think it is one of my favorite songs in recent time. Lyrically, it is also just a beautiful sounding song, but lyrically, it is one of my favorite songs in recent time because it is such an honest and raw song, and I had never heard a song about this topic before. And it was something that kind of opened my eyes a lot. I'm going to read most of the lyrics out to you because, most of them are really relevant to what I'm trying to say. Bought a bunch of makeup trying to cover up my face. I started to skip lunch, stopped eating cake on birthdays. I bought a new prescription to try and stay calm because there's always something missing. There's always something in the mirror that I think looks wrong. When pretty isn't pretty enough, what do you do? And everybody's keeping it up, so you think it's you. I could change up my body and change up my face. I could try every lipstick in every shade, but I'd always feel the same. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps. Okay. I love this song. It's so good. Because pretty isn't pretty enough anyway. And then she continues and says, you can win the battle, but you'll never win the war. You fix the things you hated and you'd still feel so insecure. And I try to ignore it, but it's everything I see. It's on the poster on the wall. It's in the shitty magazines. It's in my phone. It's in my head. It's in the boys I bring to bed. It's all around. It's all the time. I don't know why I even try. When I talk about, why is this beauty standard around? She says it perfectly. It's in magazines. It's in movies you see. It's in the partners that you date when they talk about their types or like who they usually like. It's in your phone when you're looking at pictures of other women who, of course, are stunning and beautiful, but you can't help but compare yourself because that's the culture that you're in. That's kind of just like what it is. And it's just a shitty reality, And she continues and she says, and I bought all the clothes that they told me to buy. I chased some dumb ideal my whole fucking life. And none of it matters and none of it ends. You just feel like shit over and over again. And so that's why I say the beauty standard is just not attainable. You look at Olivia Rodrigo. I look at Olivia Rodrigo and I'm like, girl, why do you want to look like anybody else? Look at you. You are stunning. And it's just not even about that because again, no matter what you look like, most of us are going to feel like pretty is never going to be pretty enough. And there's always something to fix. There's always something to change. Once you fix that thing that you want to fix, you're going to look for something else and you're just kind of just tearing yourself apart. And it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. It's easier said than done. But I think like acknowledging this, that it's just impossible and fucking miserable. And you're going to live your whole life chasing some ideal that just one is always changing, two impossible to get to, without like breaking yourself apart. And even then, I think it gives you peace, and if you keep living like that, you're just never going to be happy. I got to break it to you. One day you're going to be much older, wishing that you enjoyed the moments for what they were. And you spent less time worrying about the way that you looked and more time doing things that made you feel fulfilled and happy. And it's easier said than done, and I'm not perfect, and I for sure think about the way that I look and how I'm perceived. But I think the older that I get, the less I give a shit because life is hard, and that mental torment is harder, and it's just not worth it. So I hope the things that I said offered something to you guys, contributed something. I don't really know what the answer is to fully get over something like that, but I think understanding where it stems and knowing that you're not alone might help you. I think knowing that it's just fucking impossible and it's just gonna rip you apart, and you are not a sum of your parts. You're not just body parts like your cute nose or your long hair. You are a person, and all of the parts together is what makes you you. And you don't always have to be happy with yourself. This is not toxic positivity. You don't always have to be happy. But when it gets to consistently looking in the mirror and always trying to find something to fix and never feeling happy with yourself, I think there's some work that needs to be done. And I hope that we can all do it for our own sake and for our own happiness and fulfillment in life. Don't worry, I still buy my makeup. I spend a lot at Sephora, so I am not trying to preach. We're all gonna care about how we look for the most part, but it's better in balance, in moderation. Anyways, I've been recording for almost 4 hours now, so I'm gonna go. It's only 11:30. I could probably watch Wednesday. I'm watching Wednesday right now on Netflix. At first I was like, it's okay, but now it's kind of like a cute watch. Anyways, thank you so much for giving me your time. And if you liked the video, please tell me what you liked about it. I would love to hear. The next movie, I was going to do Amélie, but since we did this movie, I don't know if we're going to do Amélie, but I'm thinking definitely La La Land and Inception. I have them listed over there on my fridge. La La Land, Inception, and either Amélie or A Silent Voice next week. So I guess we'll see. So if you're interested in that stuff, please stick around and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all. Take care.